The NBA playoffs have started. The first round is finished. And the truth is about the playoffs is that some players rise and some players fall. And here's the issue. NBA 2K does roster ratings during the regular season. Most of the time, they don't do roster rating updates for the playoffs. So what I'm doing in today's video is giving you my impressions of the playoffs so far and who needs to go up and down. If not for this 2K, at least for NBA 2K26. Que pasa to the pack? It is pack here. If you like NBA 2K25 content, news, and updates, please join the pack and subscribe. We're only doing playoff teams since this is a playoff rating video. We're starting off with the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's go. I have made some changes for the Milwaukee Bucks. The major one is Damian Lillard -3. And that's not a knock on Dame. I know that he's been hurt. His minutes, he only played 25 minutes a game in the playoffs. It's really not his fault. That being said, in general, he is just taking a step back this year. It sucks. Injuries suck. He also had blood clots. That sucks. Like, it's just bad luck all around. I'm not saying a dramatic decrease. 88 overall is still a great player. He's getting older. This was bound to happen eventually. I think this is fine. I do give Brook Lopez -2. He's been an integral part of the Bucks, but again, same thing. When he did play, he didn't play well. He also took a step back this season. There's really only one guy that stepped up, and that's Gary Trent Jr. I gave him a +4. He was the second leading scorer for the team, averaging 19 points per game on 52% from the field. He was shooting 50% from three. He was cooking. Gary Trent can go to bed at night knowing he did his job. He tried his best. I'm also giving AJ Green a +2. He showed up because there were so many injuries. He got opportunities and minutes to showcase what he could do. He played very well for 27 minutes, 11 points, good efficiency. He did his job as well. But you know who didn't do his job? Kosma. Other players had excuses with injuries and problems. He has no excuse here. He was playing so bad, they stopped playing him and they traded for him. They genuinely believed he was the missing piece. Bro averaged 6 points on 34% from the field. Kuzma fell apart in the first round with the Bucks. Now, maybe he can have a full season under the Bucks and maybe have a good offseason with them, but having him anything over this, a 75, would be disingenuous. Up next, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers, who make it out of the first round, but are struggling against the Pacers in the second round. Only person I really feel like I need to talk about is Max Strus. I gave him +1, 80 overall club member. He's averaging 12 points a game on decent efficiency, shooting well from three. Besides that though, no one's really playing bad. Darius Garland was hurt, but when he did play, he played well, but no one's individually playing bad. You know who is playing bad? Boston. Okay, let's start with Tatum. Tatum, I gave him a -1, so a little downgrade. Tatum just shoots some of the worst shots you've ever seen, and it's not even about that. He's missing them. He's shooting 39% in these playoffs on 27 points per game. He's turning the ball over 3 times on only 5 assists. Yes, he's rebounding the ball a lot, but I think I'm being kind at keeping him at a 94. I think I could put him down to a 93 if I'm being honest. He's been playing just straight up bad. You know, the Clippers were healthy for the first time in like 5 years this playoffs. That's why I gave Kawhi a +2. He is still Kawhi Leonard. In the playoffs, averaged 25 points on 54% from the field. He was healthy. He looked good. They did lose to the Nuggets, but the Nuggets are a very good team. I almost gave James Harden a downgrade, but he actually had better stats in the playoffs than he did in the regular season. So I know he had a bad game 7, but the playoffs in general, he played well. I'm not giving him a downgrade. Everyone played about their rating. No major issues with the Clippers. Again, if you really want to downgrade James Harden 1, whatever. Kawhi +2 is 100% deserved though to me. The Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant was hurt, but when he wasn't hurt, he was playing well, so I don't want to downgrade him. I know that they still lost and he played, but when he played, they played well. You know who didn't play well? Jaren Jackson Jr. -2 straight up. Dude averaged 16 on 38% from the field with no jaw is insane. Like, that can't happen. Y'all were getting mad at me saying that Ja Morant was better than Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm gonna firmly say that that is the case. It is what it is. I do think Desmond Bane probably deserves a downgrade. You know what? I'm giving Desmond Bane a -2. He shot 30% from field and 20% from three. That can't happen in the playoffs at all. Person that did play well was Scottie Pippen Jr. I gave him a +2. He averaged 18 points per game. Now, he didn't shoot bad, but his 3-point field goal percentage is 36% from the field, so it could have been worse. He was at least the only one kind of consistently scoring. I give it to Scottie Pippen at least a +2. Another positive I saw was Marvin Bagley III. Now, he was playing trash minutes, but in those trash minutes, guy averaged 9 points a game on 90% from the field. Say what you want, at least he did his job, right? Overall, really poor performance. I know that they didn't have Ja, but regardless, without Ja, horrible performance. For Miami, I could argue that Tyler Hero should be above Bam, but nah. The only person I think deserves a positive is Davion Mitchell. Davion averages 15 points on 60% from the field, 50% from three, played great defense. He did his job. He performed exceptionally in the playoffs, is what we were talking about. He gets a +3, now making him the third best player in Miami, and I think that's accurate. Wiggins did so bad, -2. Dude averaged 11 points on 37% from the field. Like, my God, dude. Highsmith got a +1. He actually played a little bit better, but overall, Miami just did horrible. I wonder what they're going to do in the offseason, because they need to do something, right? They need to replace Jimmy in some way. Now let's talk about a team that is thriving, and that is the Knicks, as a lot of players are playing poorly in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson is playing very good. 29 points a game, 42% from the field, winning the Knicks games, hitting game winners, series enders against the Pistons, cooking against the Celtics. He is rising to the occasion. +2 for him, now a 95 overall. That makes him one of the best players in the NBA. He is playing like one of the best players in the NBA in the playoffs. OG Anunoby, +1. Not only is his defense elite, his scoring has gone up a little bit. I know the Bridges have been playing well lately, but he didn't play great in the Pistons series, so no change for him. Cat gets no change as well. I think this is about right. Maybe Mitchell Robinson can get like a +1, but I'm not going to do that. The Knicks are good. They might even make an NBA Finals if this keeps up. And the team that isn't going to make the finals is the Lakers. So here's the thing. I'm not going to downgrade Luka. I'm not going to downgrade LeBron. They both did their jobs offensively. I think the defenses were horrible, but I'm not going to downgrade them. I think Austin Reeves, you know what? I'm going to give him a -1. I think he did slightly worse in the regular season. Now Rui goes +2. He was really the only one that showed up on the Lakers, frankly. Like, out of everybody, he was the only one that did good. I gave Vanderbilt a -2. He was playing so poorly that they couldn't even play him, right? I know he's a great defender, but like, he couldn't stay on the floor because he was playing so bad. So that gave him a -2. I almost want to give Jackson Hayes a -2 as well, because again, they couldn't play him because he was, actually, you know what? Let's do that. I'm giving Jackson Hayes a -2. I can't defend him here either. This team outside of Rui, Reeves, LeBron, and Doncic suck. Like, everyone sucks. They need to make some kind of change in the offseason, dude. They are cooked. Let's talk about a bright future, and that is the Orlando Magic. Paolo Banchero, bro, +1. I think it needs to be even higher. I might even think he needs to be like a 93. Averaged 29 points on 44% from the field. Great three-point shooting. Was cooking people in isolation. The future is scary if Paolo Banchero gets better. You know who's a crazy name I'm about to bring up? Corey Joseph starting and played well in the starting minutes, +1 for him. I forgot he was in the league. I haven't said Corey Joseph's name since he was on the Spurs, guys. It's crazy. I gave Cole Anthony a -2. Couldn't find his way on the court. I gave Goga a -1. Couldn't find his way on the court. A lot of the guys on the Magic actually kind of struggled outside of their main guys. Hopefully they can be healthy next season, which is a big problem. And if Paolo gets even a little bit better, it's scary for Orlando. The Denver Nuggets. I mean, what do you want me to say? Jokic +1. They beat an amazing Clippers team, and they take a game off the Thunder. That alone is so impressive, because this team has no business competing with the Thunder. Jokic is averaging a 25-point triple-double almost. The efficiency is decent, but what more can you ask of Jokic? I have gave him a +1. He's a 99 overall. He's been a 99 for years. I keep him there. Jamal Murray, the definition of playoff riser, +2. Plays like a superstar. 22 points, 47% from the field, 41% from three. He is cooking. Aaron Gordon has stepped up. 18 points a game, almost 50% from the field. Game winners, dunking on people. He's cooking as well. He got a +3. Westbrook's doing his job. Good for him. You know what? Westbrook low-key deserves an upgrade, but I'm not going to do it. But I noticed Westbrook's greatness. That's all I'm going to say. Indiana Pacers, who are shocking everybody. Oh,
what the hell?
+1. Tyrese Halliburton, who was voted the most overrated player in the league, is telling everybody to shut up. Dude's averaging 11 assists on 1 turnover in the playoffs. Like, y'all don't know how insane those numbers are. That's Magic Johnson shit. Like, not even John Stockton was doing that. Magic was the only person doing that. Insane. Wall scoring 18 points a game on good efficiency. They might make a finals if the Celtics lose to the Knicks. It's insanity right now. Siakam gets a +1. Turner gets a +1 as well. Both are cooking. Naismith is the MVP right now, though. +2 for him. He's averaging 16 points a game on almost 60% from the field. Crazy hooper right now. This team has a genuine shot. The Pistons, who look for their first playoff series in a long time, for the talent on this team, if you really look at it, they did a good job. I don't have many changes. I feel like everybody played around their rating. Cade played great. Dern did good. Thompson's looking very good. Tobias Harris stepped up. 16 points, great efficiency. I gave him a +2, 83 overall. A second leading scorer on the Pistons. Did a very good job. Another person that stepped up is Dennis Schroeder, +3. 13 points a game, great efficiency. Good assist to turnover ratio. I'm very happy he's found a new home. He's been playing so good these past couple years. I would argue one of the most underrated players in the NBA right now. Good for him. I thought about giving Malik Beasley a -1, but he really only had a couple bad plays. I feel like he did fine. He shot poorly, but that's still an 80 overall, still accurate in my opinion. I think the Pistons' future is bright. Ivy's going to come back healthy. Duren's only going to get better. Thompson's only going to get better. They should be happy with this playoffs. Oh, the Rockets. I don't want to sound like a hater, but we all saw this coming. We all knew they were going to lose in the first round. I gave y'all this question a couple roster updates ago. In the playoffs, who is going to be the guy on this team to be like, give me the ball, I'm going to go get a bucket? Because you need those players to succeed in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson is a perfect example of that, right? And here you see this Rockets team. Şengün was the closest thing they had to that. 21 points a game, 45% from the field. I think even he struggled. You know who's not that? Jalen Green. I gave Jalen Green a -4. Does that mean that Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet are better than him? Yes. Fred VanVleet, I gave a +4. VanVleet averaged 19 points a game on good efficiency. He stepped up, right? He's giving you an example of what to do in the playoffs. He is an NBA champion, to be fair. Jalen Green gave an example of what not to do in the playoffs. I gave Eason -3. He kind of disappeared. And Steven Adams did very good, +2. The vet did his job. I think that this team still has a bright future. They should not panic at all. But now that you know that Jalen Green's not going to be that guy realistically, because that's just what it seems, it's going to be Şengün and Thompson to develop a very strong offensive game. There's not much to say about the Thunder. They're still very good. They might win an NBA championship. Look, I gave SGA a -1. All of you were like, I can't believe you're doing that. He's still amazing. He's just not playing as well as he was in the regular season. That's all I'm saying. That's it. 30 points, 46% from the field. He's shooting bad from 3, 28%. I think Jokic is better than him this year. That's it. That's all I'm saying. He's still great. 97 overall, still insane. No one freak out in the comments, please. The playoffs are still going. I can see SGA getting a +1 if this continues, right? The person that has stepped up on this team in the playoffs is Alex Caruso. I give him a +2. Every time I look at the screen, it's Caruso just clamping up. He is so good this year. I do argue, I think, in the playoffs, he's been better than Dort. The Minnesota Timberwolves. So Julius Randle stepped up. He had his first good playoff series ever. That's not even like a joke against the Lakers, his former team. I give him a +1. He did a great job. McDaniels also gets a +1, stepped it up offensively. I'd even argue maybe Gobert deserved a +1. Maybe Anthony Edwards gets a +1. I think Edwards played about at a 94. The team is cooking, but I don't think anybody necessarily played out of their body, right? Besides Randle and McDaniels. The final team, also the team I have the least to say about, honestly, the Warriors. Everybody's playing at their rating, honestly. The only person who deserves a massive upgrade is Buddy Hield. I give him a +4. In the playoffs, averaging 13 points, shooting 46% from 3. He's been the reason they're winning some games. He's cooking. I'd even argue he's better than Pod right now. That is what I have. Do you guys agree with my changes? What do you guys think? And let me know in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.